Oh, hello there. How on earth are you? It is Creative Cravings. That means for those of you that are using our Crafters TV show to let you know what day of the week it is, that means Wednesday today, in case you hadn't caught up. I know so many people have been either working from home or off work that people have been talking about using our shows as knowing which day of the week it is. Wednesday as well, for those of you that don't know, it's Creative Cravings. It's when we kind of, I don't want to call them like beginner shows, but it's definitely when we take it back to basics a bit more. We give you guys a chance to ask us all of your questions. I need to get Debbie a stethoscope, I think, for when we open the Crafty Clinic, which is what we do on a Wednesday. It gives you the opportunity to get any questions you like either into us over on Facebook, or you can, of course, email us questions if you want to as well. I'll tell you more about that later because I'm not here on my own. The lovely Debbie's here. How are you, Debbie? Have you had a lovely week?
Oh, I have indeed. I've literally grabbed my wings and flown up this A1 to get here this afternoon. I'm really, really excited as well because we've got a great show lined up for you with possibly one of my favourites. Do you know, I always feel like a broken record when I say one of my favourites, Joe, but this truly is one of my favourites. In fact, the boss just said to me when she saw me, I am so jealous, Debbie, that you've got this show because this is one of her favourite collections and I'm going to show you. It's all about, what is it all about?
The Schmedlings!
The Schmedlings. It's all about the butterflies. It's the gorgeous, look how beautiful this is. This is the beautiful Nature's Garden collection. It's our beautiful butterflies. How fabulous is this? And our Joe's going to be showing you everything that we've got on, but I just want to show you a few samples to show you how gorgeous these are, how they all work together. This is from the paper pads. We've got some beautiful florals in here, along with some gorgeous frames. This is going to cover lots of occasions, not just birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, lots of different things. Look how beautiful that one is, using the frame and some ribbon behind there. So many beautiful samples that I'm going to go through with you in more detail as the show goes on. But literally, this is going to be a fun-packed show, all because it's all about the butterflies, and of course you've got me and Joe too. What more do you want on a lovely Wednesday? What more could you ask for on a Wednesday in June, other than, of course, one of our beautiful aprons, because today's hero tool, it is the apron. Can you remember when we launched this not so long ago here at Crafters TV, and it literally broke the internet? You know when Kim Kardashian got her bum out and it broke the internet? That's basically what this apron did when we launched it here at Crafters TV. However, it's the first time you've ever seen it with a discount. I know, which is why we've made it our hero tool. You've got so many pockets in here. It's fully adjustable, so as I say, even if you've got double Debbies, you'll be able to fit them in here. Isn't that right, Debbie? It was designed with you in mind, wasn't it? It was designed with me in mind, Joe. It wasn't. In fact, I'm just going to oh, wait a minute. I love that you're coming in like Mrs. Overall there with your trolley. Did you see I was coming back with my trolley? You didn't catch me there. You caught me, but look, I thought I might have a clash. But however, I thought, do you know what? This was designed with me in mind because the protocol one didn't quite fit, I'll just say, a certain area on me. So Leanne had to rethink, redesign, and now we've got this gorgeous apron. Absolutely fabulous. Isn't it great? Have you got a cloth in yours? Someone's stolen mine. Well, I think someone's stolen mine, Joe. That'll be that Sarah Davies, you know. She's been light fingered with those cloths. If you want to get this, the other great thing as well, it's coated. Oh, I'll lift my apron up for you. Just show you that it's I'm having a Marilyn moment. It's, what's the word? Lined on the back so it doesn't go through, and it really is fantastic. I know a lot of you have shopped for this before the show as well. It's been very, very busy. 10% of the stock's already gone in this show. I know you guys are going to absolutely love it. Most of you did get your hands on it before, but if you didn't, then today would be a great day to stock up on it. Right, not just about the hero tool though, because there's so many other great things available for you in the show today. Shall we crack on and go into our beautiful butterfly collection? Now, just to quickly tell you how this works. So with the butterfly collection, it's 3 individual collections. All the individual collections are available individually as well. Does that make sense? So you can get pretty much everything on the show individually. So this one here, firstly, is the intricate lace frame that you've got. Great for scrapbooking. You can snip into that and use it for a whole host of different things too. You've then also got here the intricate trellis,
which is that one there. I love that. It's almost like a sort of stamped medallion on there. You get that nice centerpiece that's cut out of there too. And then you've also then got the border as well. Now this border is great because it is a tessellating die. It means that, as you can see here, you can move that along, continue it, so you can make really long banners, perfect things like your Z-fold cards as well. Now it's double discount, so we're going to give you 10% off of this individual collection, but we've given you another 10% off as well. So 2022 if you want to go for it today in that die collection, or 42.84. However, hold the line, because I'm going to show you how we can make the value even better as we go through this collection. Now, our stamp and die collection, 2 beautiful stamp and die collections here. You've got the Schmetterlings, which is this one here, which is your butterfly collection. You've got all your stamps and all of your dies. Use the both individually and they'll work beautifully. Stamps work well on their own, the dies work well on their own, but when you use them together, they look beautiful. Heat emboss them, get your pigment ink pads out. You're going to absolutely love those. Exactly the same concept and principle as well here with this gorgeous rose that we've got for you. So it's the Rose Bloom. Or, oh, what is it in German? I thought it was, oh, it's not what I thought it was in German. Oh, I thought it was going to say Blumen, but it doesn't, unfortunately. If you want to go for those two together, you've got a double discount there as well, 20% plus another 20%, 25.58 for those, or 28.73 gets you both of those. Keep holding those horses, because it's going to get even better for you. We've got some wonderful sentiments, and this is just to say that you're looking at here. And you've got things like hello, you've got smile with sympathy, you've got all of the really sort of generic ones that you need, and also you can make them up to say something else, so you can customize it as well. That is coming with the Majestic Butterflies embossing folder, which is just a divine objet d'art. That means an object of beauty, I think, in French. That's as far as my French goes. But you've got this as well. You can do all of your regular techniques with that. Now, I know what you're going to all be saying. Okay, Joe, that's brilliant, but we want to buy them all together. Now, when you buy them all together, I never thought I'd be able to say this. We give you the 12 by 12 pad totally free of charge. Absolutely. This pad is amazing because it's got lots of die cut elements in here, but then what you've got, all of your gorgeous double-sided papers in here, as you can see. So you can see there you've got frames, great for fussy cutting. There's loads in there, wonderful backgrounds too. You've got a bit of everything. Now, this comes included for free. It's like you're not paying that when you go for the item there. So $55.50 or $85.28 gets you all 3 individual collections and the paper pad. Now, the paper pad also, very busy on that collection, but the paper pad on its own is also really busy. I know a lot of you bought the Nature's Garden and will have come back now to order the paper pad again, that consumable element. 20% of the paper pad on its own has already sold out and gone. So very, very busy there. And of course, once it's gone individually, the only way to get it will be in that large collection, unless the large collection goes first. Who knows? Right, I want to show you the nested dies that we've got available on the show today as well. These are fantastic. So they are our scalloped and torn, and you've also got the stitched shapes here. So the nesting dies are great because it allows you to do all your matte layers. You can do your different card blanks with these as well. So what you're going to get is that one there is the scalloped circle. You're also going to get the torn circle, the scalloped oval. You're going to get the torn oval, the torn square, and you're going to get that stitch circle as well. I'll show you them all as we go through the show. Ridiculous price is what you've got. To get 6 die collections there, $38.18, $49.71 gets you all of those. One more that I just simply must tell you about is this. The chance today to get your hands on a full collection of Gemini plates, and also the plate storage bag too. Everything's in here for you. So you've got your metal plate, the new and improved one. You've got your embossing mat. You've got your magnetic. You've got your plastic shim, and your 2 clear cutting plates as well. All of those in the bag £37, £44.50. Already setting the website alight is that deal right there. Right, so much to learn as well as we go through the show. Oh, don't forget about the Scoremaster and the Envelope Creator. Always very busy whenever we bring it to you. Today is no exception. This is the deal that everyone loves too. It's that one where you get the two together. Julia said she's not worn her apron yet because she don't want to get it dirty. Julia, I think you kind of missed the point here. You could get another one to stroke and one to wear. Don't stroke it whilst you're wearing it though. People would think you are very, very strange. Loads of you talking about what you're buying in the show today. Anne is watching. Got good news for Anne. Do you want to give Anne the good news, Debbie?
Guess what, Anne? Guess what? There's no horn, and it's not because it's run out. We just haven't got the horn on today. Do you know, I might have known not to leave him in that corner on his own, but we haven't got it today. Nope, it's not here. Not just for the 1 week only. No
do you know
horn.
why we've got no horn?
Well, just before we came to air, I do, but I'm going to let you explain that one.
Because we're meant to have 5 things for the 5 in 5. It would be a 2 in 5, so we can't have it. You've cleared us out already.
Cleared it before we even got to air.
Right, I'm going to dive back into these comments, Debbie. I'm going to hand over to you. But why do you? Because last week when we worked together for the first time in What Was Yonked, you were a cock-a-hoop, weren't you, about doing this collection?
Absolutely, Joe, because it is just a gorgeous collection. It all works together. It's very similar to our Sarah signature range, where everything that you get in the collection all works beautifully, from the colour tones, but every single piece that's in there is going to work beautifully on their own or gorgeous together. But what a lovely way, florals and butterflies together, Joe. I mean, it's just amazing. I'm going to actually use quite a few things here. I have got the beautiful stamp and die set. This Debbie, is the Beautiful Dreams.
You can get it individually, but surely this is one of those you just need to get the lot, don't you?
The thing for me, Joe, is, and this is what happens to me, and this is the truth. I love crafting. I've been crafting for a long time. I like something and I'll buy it. However, if it's in a big collection and I think, oh, do I really want to get that collection? But then I think about it, buy the individual, go back to it, and then it's all gone. It really does. It's one of those lessons that I've learnt the hard way. If you see something you like at a great price that it's on today, why would you buy individually when you're going to get everything that you need to work that collection for many, many years to come? So that's for me why, Joe, I would be definitely going for that, because that's a fabulous price.
Well, everyone
the fact
else
that
is.
you're getting the free paper pad, I mean, come on.
And it's
that
divine,
paper pad
isn't
is
it?
lush.
Everyone is going for it, Debbie. 10% of the stock, I need to let you know, is gone already.
That one of them faces. Oh no, and we've got a full 2 hours to fill with this, so let's get cracking. So I'm going to use the Butterfly Dreams, which is a lovely set. In fact, I'm going to show you it there, but I want to show you it in full, what it actually looks like. So you've got a set of stamps, beautiful butterfly stamps, and you've also got these gorgeous dies as well that work absolutely brilliant on their own, but we're giving you the ability to cut these out after you've stamped them, and I'm going to show you how to use it as well. But I'm actually going to bring in one of these fabulous nesting dies. Now, I love a good nesting die. We always say, Joe, have a good tool. You need a good tool to make your crafting work, from your Gemini for your stamping mat, your stamping platform, and nesting dies are one of those. I call these an hero tool, Joe.
Oh, I agree with you.
Mat and layers, one of the difficult things to master. I can't even speak. It's also, words can't master the words.
Have you heard what our producer calls them?
No, what does she call them?
Shall I see if I can, do you know what? Why don't I put my, shall I see if I can put my, let's see if you can hear her.
Go on, Joe, go on.
Ready?
Go on.
Ready, go.
Laura. Crafty whatty? Crafty staple?
Crafty staple.
Well, I know.
Did you hear at home? I'm not sure if you could hear at home.
I know what Laura means. It's crafty staple. Yes, it is a crafty staple. Stop
I just loved it in her accent.
It is a crafty staple. You've got to have it in your stash. So, absolutely, get the mat and layers that you're going to get and create. And look at these. Some of these have got 9 pieces, some have got more. It just means you're going to get that beautiful precision die cut. And especially when it comes to these shapes. This is a scalloped edge oval 2. It means it's the second set that we did in our nested die range. However, Joe, you can also do absolutely loads with these, from fun cards to making your own card bases, and that's what I'm going to do.
Shake a card, shake
Of
a
course you
card.
can. You can make
amazing.
spinning cards, you can do all sorts. We've got loads of YouTube tutorial videos that are out there on Crafters TV. Go and check them out for all those things. However, I'm going to show you how to do it. First things first though, moving back to these beautiful butterflies. The butterfly dreams. I'm going to bring in my stamping mat. I've got some stamping card as well, white stamping card. Do we have that on the show today, Joe?
I don't think we've got it on the show, but it will be on the website. So definitely pop yourself over there and you'll find it. Is that the one you prefer? I'm guessing for stamping it's going to be the one,
do you know
isn't
what,
it?
Joe? It's a crafty staple again, Laura. It's a crafty staple. Just had to get it in there. I'm going to use that all the time now. It is a crafty staple. Can I tell you why, Joe? Because you can stamp onto it. You can colour on there. You can die cut into it. I personally use it for absolutely everything. If I run out of stamping card, I nearly have a mini breakdown. I'm scrubbing around trying to find it.
You have a Debbie down.
I have a Diva Debbie meltdown. That's
a Debbie down.
A Debbie down, yes. Now I'm having a Debbie down just for a minute, Joe, because I've lost my stamping platform. So just give me a second while I bring down.
You dig out your
I was going to use my little one, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to use my big one because I want to get a few of these butterflies on all in one go to show you exactly how you can stamp these, colour them, and then cut them out without having to get a pair of scissors in sight. So I'm putting all of the butterflies all on my stamping mat. This is a 6x6. We've got the 4x4, we've got the 8x8, and we've even got that gorgeous magnetic base now. Now let me
Debbie.
What, Joe?
20% of the complete collection has already sold out and gone. You'll
How
be
many
able to buy
minutes
the
are we
individual.
in?
When they sell out, we'll be able to sell you the individuals, but we won't be able to give you the free Schmedling paper pad,
it's so
completely free of
beautiful.
charge. You'll have to pay for that 50 sheets. So grab it whilst we've got it.
Have
with
you
it
had to
included.
flick through that pad already?
I have had a flick through that pad. It's fabulous, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you showed everybody what's in that paper pad?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have been getting ready, Joe. I must have missed it
You've
without
been
even
paying
realising.
attention.
I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, Joe. Sorry, Joe. I know you are there talking in the corner, but I was busy getting ready, trying to find things as you do. But yes, I'm just going to press all these down now. Give him a good. Do you know, Joe? I keep saying, "Where's Leanne's box?" It should be here when I'm in this craft room.
It's underneath.
Is it
just slotted
underneath?
underneath.
Oh, I can't. I might be kicking it under. No,
I mean,
I'm
if
not
you
going
weren't
to try.
social distancing, I'd come and unslop it
No,
for
you stay where you are, Joe. You're fine.
Thank you.
I'm just going to have to carry on. Do you know what I should have used? I should have used my stamping platform. However, nothing wrong with that, is there? They look fabulous. They look fabulous. Now, this is the next bit for me. We aren't having to worry about getting your scissors or anything like that, because look at this, Joe. Every one of these metal dies fits across these beautiful butterflies. And it just means, even down to this lovely one on the side, look at this. And so all you're going to do is line that up against the image, and then you're going to take this down. And I'm going to probably have to cut mine down because I have got my Gemini Junior, and I'm just going to hope I can get all of that in one go.
Guessing these will go through your mini as well, were they, Debbie?
Oh, do you know what, Joe? Yeah, stamp out individual ones, pop them on your mini. Absolutely, you can do. But I'm going to do quite a few in one go. Let me just be popping my tape down. So I'll take that aside. Take that side.
Barbara's asking, what
Yes?
Centura Pearl cardstock colours would you recommend to go with the butterfly paper collection?
Oh, a good question. Now, definitely, because there's greens and pink tones in that pad. So that's a must-have. So your baby pink, maybe a mint green. What's that green? Is chartreuse the other green, Joe?
I'll tell you what we have got on the show is, you know, that is it the luxury cardstock pastels?
Perfect.
Absolutely. The textured 8x8 textured pastels, that's on the show. Details are on the bottom of the screen. 20% off there. That would go beautifully. Would you say that would go with it?
That would definitely go with it, Joe. The pastels most definitely will go with this collection. Very, very nice colour tones in there that will match all of it. Because all you need to do is, when you look through that pad again, Joe, and I'll. While we're doing the show, I'll let you go. Have you got it with you?
I've got it just
Put me in corner, Laura. I'll go in corner. Put me in corner.
Put me in corner.
Put me in corner. I'll be fine. While Joe's busy flicking through. There we go. Absolutely. So you can see those colour tones there, Joe, can't you?
Yeah.
The perfect pastels, definitely. But if she's wanting this, is it Mary, did you say?
I believe so.
Yep, so if you're wanting the Century Pearl, the pastels, the A4 pastels, again, will be perfect colour tones to go with that as well. That's a definite.
Oh, there's loads in there. Don't forget, 50 pages, double-sided that as well. White core, so if you want to tear it, 180 GSM. I also need to let you know that the individuals of everything that's in the collections is really busy individually, as well as in those collections too. So it's completely up to you, however you want to grab hold of it. You've got all the options in the smaller collections, in the big collections with a free pad, or all the individual items as well. They're all available. Oh, look, you can see my tail swinging in the background. I was like, what is that dangling down there? And I was like, oh, it's me, it's the straps from me apron.
It's the straps, Joe. That's what it is. It's your straps. Now then, let me just show you, and I don't know if you can see these close up, just taking all my tape off, and then you can see now all of those have cut out absolutely beautifully. I just think it's just perfect. And now the fun part is that I'm going to get to colour them all in.
What are you going to use to colour them in with?
Well, do you know what? I thought I might just use, while I've got them here, I think I might just use my ink pads. In fact,
which ones are you going to use?
Well, I've got quick drying ink pads because they can act as a watercolour. So I'm going to just pop on a little bit of ink just onto the side. And then what I'll do, Joe, so I'm just popping a little bit onto my glass mat. It acts like as a little palette, this. So I've got a little bit of the pink there. I'm going to grab my water brush.
Could you use the water reactives like this as well, or would you not watercolour with those?
Any colouring medium you want. The only thing that you need to be aware of when you're using different colouring mediums is what you stamp it with. Now, because I knew I was going to use my water reactive, the waterproof dye is the one that you need to use because that works best with water-based products. If you're going to use alcohol pens like your Tri-Blends or your Classics, Illustrators, then you're looking for the other one. And let me just bring this in for a second.
Which is the
alcohol-proof one. There you go. So that's the difference, depending on what you're colouring in with. And then again, we're just going to have a bit of fun. I love colouring with the water reactives because you can get your nice shade in very easily as well, just by adding a little bit of water to diffuse it, or going directly into the colour and then just paint on. And literally, Joe, I mean, I'm just going to colour in this one colour, but you could have loads of fun colouring in lots of different colours.
If you want the water reactives, they are on the show today. They're in this show. So, yes, you can grab those as well. Loving the show, says Christine. The butterfly collection looks fab. Robin said she wasn't going to order anything today, but she just doesn't think she can resist the butterfly collection, Debbie. I mean, I think, it's just, is it hump day today? It's hump day, isn't it? So maybe it's a hump day treat for you. Rosalind.
It's a what day?
A hump day.
Hump?
Yeah, hump.
As in H-U-M-P?
H-U-M-P, hump. Like camel's hump. Why? Is that funny?
I think we must think of hump as something different to where we come from, because I'm not thinking hump day. I don't even know what that means, Joe. You're going to have to explain a little bit more.
What does hump mean to you?
You don't want to know, Joe, so that's all I'm going to say. You don't want to know what hump means where I come from.
Maybe it is hump day, who knows?
I'm just thinking
every day is hump day, Debbie.
I've never heard of hump day. This is the first one for me. I've never heard of it.
So imagine the midweek as like a week and a hill. Well, imagine Wednesday is the hump, it's the top. So you go all the way up to Wednesday, and then Wednesday's the hump, and then downhill to the weekend, Debbie. What were you thinking?
We'll move swiftly along. It doesn't mean that where I come from. Let me just tell you now. Look, you're getting me all in a lather, Joe. You're all in a lather. Just give me a minute to cool down.
Jesus.
Right. Oh dear. It definitely doesn't mean that. But I like that terminology. May have to use that.
Yeah.
Perhaps not when I'm at home, though. Perhaps when I'm at home.
What does hump mean where you live? That's what we want to know. Is it hump day today, or does that mean something completely different? Let me know in the comments. Julia is saying, I know what hump day means to Debbie. Laughing. Oh my Debbie, says Mary.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought that, Joe. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
It just means midweek, most of our American viewers are saying. Jan's saying, can you just stop with all the humping, please, Debbie?
I'm surprised they let me up here, Joe. Let me tell you. In fact, I've got a little bit of a dab on. I need a bit of a tissue just to cool myself down a bit. But I've just coloured it in a real nice pastel-y colour. Let me go back to my beautiful butterfly. And I've just coloured that in. But do you know what I added, Joe? I added my little clear overlay onto there. Ooh. Again, I don't know if they're on the show, but you can drag out the colour with your clear overlay.
They are.
Not only does it give it a lovely soft shimmer, it just really does make it look absolutely fabulous with glittery all over it. I mean, who loves this sparkly butterfly? I've coloured some other ones in already, and I'll just show you these because I just want to put these to one side.
Gorgeous, Debbie.
Otherwise, I could spend all afternoon just colouring all these in. I've chosen different ones. That's the lovely anthracite. Get the right word. Coloured in with the anthracite there. I've got the blues on here, so we've got a little bit of blue, ocean blue and oasis on there, and all of them have been coloured in. And that one, look at this one. Use the double colour on that one. Love the double colour effect. But you're going to have so much fun colouring them in. You stamp and you die cut, all done and dusted. Now, shall I show you the easel, or do you want a moment, Joe, while I just...
What is that? I don't know what it means, depending on... I mean, I just can't concentrate. Everyone in the comments now is going, is off the chart. Joe's gone red, love it. It's the middle of the week. Joe, do not ask that question. But that's cool too, Debbie. Debbie's blushing. Someone find the hose.
I have, look at the colour on me. I've got a red.
We're going to have to... Red. Carol says in the High Peak, says we're going to have to certify you two X-rated. No, it doesn't mean midweek to us up north. We've really set the cat amongst the proverbial pigeons here. What I just wanted to say, Debbie, as well.
Yes, dear.
You know, next week
yes.
is the start of our Christmas event. And every day we're going to be giving away a free gift when you spend over £30 or $30. It won't last all day, though. We only have a finite amount of gifts. And obviously I'm not allowed to tell you that the clear overlays might be the gift on one of those days. Didn't hear it from me.
Joe should be watching. You're going to get into trouble.
I know.
Now behave yourself. Behave yourself. You know what they like when they let us two together in this room. She'll be watching. She will. Now, I'm going to bring in these lovely scalloped oval. This is the scalloped edge oval too. Now, this is just one of them. Is this a set that we've got on here, Joe? Or are these all individuals?
The scallops,
yes.
The nesting dies, they're on a multi-buy, Debbie. So you can get the scalloped circle, you get the scalloped oval, the torn circle, you also get the torn oval, the torn square, and you get the stitch circle as well.
Wow.
So you get all of them for £38. 38 pounds, 57 dies in total.
And do you know what I was saying, going back to the business about having matte and layers and perfect matte and layers, that initial outlay of those dies is going to really be one of those investments, a bit like your machines when you invest in something, because believe you me, you're going to use these nesting dies over and over and over again. And like I said, there's lots of lovely ways that you're going to be able to use them. The design team members, they use them for like shaped cards. That's exactly what I'm going to show you how to make an easel card. And I'm using the largest of just one of the dies for this. And I absolutely love this. I've got 2 pieces of cardstock onto here, and I'm just going to run this through my Gemini Junior.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Someone was talking what you like, says Diane. Apparently there was a commercial where they talked about camels, and camels are known as one humpers or two humpers, Debbie.
Really?
Yeah, apparently, because some camels got one hump, some got 2 apparently.
Have they? I thought they all had 2.
I don't know.
All camels had 2 humps, because you sit in middle, don't you, when you get on a camel?
Are they all double humpers? I don't know.
Do you know, you learn something new every day, Joe. Learn something new every single day. Now, can I just show you the power of this? Look at this. 2 pieces of cardstock, which is 300 GSM, Joe. Perfectly done together. Absolutely fabulous. I'm just going to run another one through there. Do you know, I didn't know that about camels, Joe. Didn't know that. I've never ridden on one. I'd love to go and see a real one, I would. There we go. So let's just pop that through now. So I've just cut in 1 layer through here. But again, let me just show you how fabulous these are. That was 2 pieces of cardstock that we cut through in that one pass. Whoops, Joe.
Oh, what you like?
Do you know when you can have a feeling it's going to be one of those afternoons?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Right,
I'm going to throw over to you for a second while I go and retrieve my plate.
You go rescue whatever that was. I just want to take you through these nesting dies again, because they are 67 pence per die when you get them in this configuration. So you can see here, you've got the scalloped circle, you've got the torn circle. They're 87 cents when you get them in the US as well. You also have the scalloped oval. You have got the torn oval. You've got the torn square as well, which is that one just there. And you're also getting the stitched edge circle as well there. You get all of them for that price, £38.18, $49.71. And remember, because it's our double discount event, what you're actually getting is a whole load of juicy discounts on top of the ones we were already giving you. So to let you know, these were going to be $54.55 in the UK or $71.02 in the US. However, they are that fabulous price because we've double discounted them all the way down. Debbie, have you found, what was it that went missing there?
Well, it was because I didn't catch my plates and I forgot there's a great big drop at the other side of here. So they just went flying to the floor and then just skedoodled underneath the counter. However, I've retrieved my die cut. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in my Scoremaster. Okay, so my Scoremaster now, I love this Scoremaster, and I know we've got this on the show, Joe, with the envelope box, I believe.
Oh, it is with the envelope box,
absolutely.
Indeed, Debbie.
Talking of hero tools again, let me just tell you, this is their must-have in your crafty stash. It really is a crafty staple, as our Laura would say.
Crafty staple.
Because a crafty staple.
Crafty staple.
Now, it's really important. I mean, I say really important, but you get your perfect scoring. It's not just a scoreboard, though, Joe. We've got the inches on this side. We've got the centimetres on the other.
What do you prefer, Debbie? Inches or centimetres?
Inches. I'm an inches kind of a girl. I like my inches. So that's the way I work with them. Now, again, not only is it the board, a scoring board, you've got a box making facility on there as well. So at the very bottom of both sides, you've got box lid, box base, everything measured to perfection. You are never, ever, ever going to make a dodgy box ever again with Scoreboard, because this is literally my must-have hero tool as well. Now, I'm going to bring in my scoring tool, and what I'm going to do is, because this measures at 6 inches when you lay it across the, is it the landscape way, Joe? Because that's
landscape.
How it, yeah. Well, actually, to be fair, you could use those dies anyway, really, when you look at it. But when I pop that on there, I'm just going to align that up. So I know that I want to score one of these down at 3 inches. So I'm scoring top to bottom 3 inches. Now I want to create the easel part, so the almost the connector part that's going to connect the two pieces of the card. So I'm going to do this at 1 inch. So again, I'm taking my scoring tool and I'm just following that score line. So you follow the groove, and it depends on which way you like it. Some people prefer the little ball tool end. I use both, to be fair. It doesn't really matter. I get more precision line when I use the thin end. However, that now has given me my scoring that I need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally fold that over and give it a nice burnish using my scoring tool. And then again, this part now needs to fold inwards, because what it's going to do, Joe, is create the flap that I actually use this to connect one of the cards.
Debbie, breaking news.
What's that?
About a hump day related image sent in. Do you want to see it?
Oh yes, please.
Is it going to tip us over the edge? Oh look, it's some humpy socks.
Oh, what is?
It's hump day socks.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's a real thing, hump day.
Hump day. No, it is a real thing. Did you think I was winding you up?
I thought you were winding me up. I thought you made it up.
No.
I'm nearly 52 years of
real.
age, and it's the first time I've heard of hump day. It's the first time, genuinely, I have heard of hump day. I can't believe that. Whose socks are those? Who do they belong to? Are they a pair of yours, though?
Should we find out whose socks they are? They're not mine.
I love
Liz
it.
Hughes sent us that in.
Oh, fabulous. Well, thank you very much for sending that in. Now I believe, Joe, I'm actually believing.
Do you want a hump fact as well while you're there?
Go on then, while
Got
I'm
some
just
hump
sticking
fact.
this together.
Janelle sent some hump touch. She is Bactrian camel. Let me try that again.
Start again, Joe. Start again.
Bactrian camels have 2 humps rather than the single hump of their Arabian relatives. The humps function the same way, storing fat which can be converted to water and energy when sustenance is not available. That's a bit like my hump. I've got around the middle here.
Right, Joe, so on that connector part, I actually put some red liner tape, and I've just stuck that to one of the full bases that hasn't got any score lines, and now that's created my flap. I can't think of a better word to call that. Tab.
Fold.
it's created the front part of the
Your
easel.
folded tab flap.
But that's it, we'll call it that.
Yeah.
And then what I've done is taken the other piece of the card now, and now what I'm going to do is put some glue just on this front panel here, and I think I'll use our tape pen for this one. Right, so there we go. Oh, Joe, I know what I wanted to ask you. Do we have any dotty tape pens on the show?
Oh, I don't think we've got any dotty
Are they
tape
still
pens.
not in stock yet?
Generally, I don't think so. If they're not in stock, best thing you can always do though, I'll give you the same advice, Debbie. Pop yourself over to the website where it says sold out, put your details in underneath and then it will email you when it comes back in stock.
Oh, what a great tip. It's just that I got asked this yesterday. I know a lovely young man called David asked me, and I said I'd find out today.
Yes, I think they're out of stock.
Fabulous. So if you just do that, then you'll find out when they come back into stock. Now you can see now, if I just hold this up for a second, using that, I'll pop that there because you're there. Oh, there we go. I'll keep that there. Now what I've done is I've stuck that front panel on, and what that's done is actually created my own card. Now, Joe, going back to talking about why with that initial investment of the 30-something pound for all those dies, that's an amazing investment.
And you can use your Club Inspire with that as well.
And even more so you get even more of a bargain. But go into your shops, when they're back open, or when you go online and you check out your card blanks and envelopes, don't bother paying £5, £6, £7, £8, because for a fancy scallop card like this, that's exactly what you'd be paying just for a few cards to be got. Get yourself some white stamping card, get yourself the scoreboard, and get yourself the nesting dies, and you're going to be able to create some really beautiful, unusual shaped own card blanks, and then you can make your envelopes to boot as well. I just think it's a definite must-have. Talking of the crafty stash, that's definitely something that I would be having in there. Now that's all ready. What I'm going to do now, Joe, is take my next nesting die, and I'll just pop that there for a second. So the next one in shape is the next one down. So you've got and I say increments, it tells you actually increments of here it tells you all the die sizes. So if you ever want a card at a certain size, so the biggest one is 4.4 by 6, you know you're going to use that outer one, and then it goes all the way down to the very, very teeny weeny little one at 1.4 by 1.6, which is perfect for things like sentiments, when you want to add a sentiment to a card. Now again, I'm just going to run that through. I've got 2 pieces of Centura pearl here. Let's just pop that on.
I guess if you need to work out the envelope dimensions for your cards as well, having those measurements on the back. Lynn says, my, the conversation really has taken a turn. What with all the words like hump, inches and flaps? I've no idea what you mean. What you mean, Lynn? I think your mind's in the gutter, Lynn.
Oh dear, Joe. Sometimes you don't think.
A fifth of the stock of the nesting dies is sold out and gone. What's the width of the scoreboard? Asked Sophie.
Right, so for the Scoremaster, it goes up to, and I say 8, but it's just a little bit over 8. You've got 8 and an eighth. Does that make sense? In inches.
Wonderful.
And on the centimetre side, it goes up to 21. So
Fabulous.
again, across there, you've got your centimetres and your inches. Yours won't come with a black line down it, let me just tell you. The only reason I have that there is for when I'm doing my fancy folds, I have a black line that's a visual for when I want to twist and turn things. So it's just a Debbie line, that one. But I know many people do that. It just helps for a visual to actually see where I'm putting my fancy folds. Now, look at that, 2 pieces again cut out in that one pass of the machine, and this is 310 GSM cardstock, but now that's created my base, and I say the base, it's the first part that I need there. That's going to fit on the top. Now, Joe, again, let me just tell you, going back to these, would you be able to cut that out by hand in that shape? Absolutely not.
Even if you could, you just wouldn't bother, would you?
You wouldn't. I mean, I personally wouldn't spend the whole time doing that. That would take far too long. There may be some people out there that absolutely love that, but I'm not on that bus. I like to, I genuinely just like to get on with crafting. I want crafting to be easy. When you've got these sorts of tools in your collection, it really is very easy to use. Now, I don't know if you can see, but before I stuck that down, I should have put my part in. However, I can sort it out because I'm going to bring in my guillotine, and I'm going to chop the top end off this time. So let's just take that top part off. There we go.
Heidi Hess has said that she's seen a single set of nesting dies, different manufacturer, granted, for $25 US a set. And actually, I don't think that's about, what, 18, 19 pounds a set? I don't think that's outside the realms of possible. I mean, I think we do give you amazing deals. You think about it, they should be $77.94 to be able to get this. However, today $38.18 should be over $100 in the US as well. There's so many. Zena says, would rather have the gutter talk than the biology class from last week. Oh, let's not get started on that. Oh, we can't talk about it, Debbie. I was here with Leanne, and she got me in all sorts of trouble, and herself as well. I'll tell you about it back at the house later.
Yes, please. I want to hear all about it.
Awesome socks, whoever's they were. Helen saying that her mind's in the gutter today. Guy, could I ask whether the desk made file for Dies by Totally Tiffany, which I saw in the email, will be coming to Crafter's Companion? All of the stuff from Totally Tiffany ranges is live right now. Have you seen all those beautiful things behind you, Debbie?
Do you know when you saw my face when I walked in today?
Yeah,
I've got a thing about storage. I really have. But oh my goodness, look at this storage behind me.
It's amazing,
absolutely amazing. I actually didn't get a chance to watch because I was busy on telly yesterday. I didn't actually get to watch the show with you and Sarah, but I totally am tonight. I'm going to, because that's what we can do. We can catch up.
Yes.
Fabulous. It's to the tip of our fingers. We can do a little catch up. I am so watching that because I want to make sure I get my hands on some nice storage, and I heard that there was a fabulous amount of storage on the show yesterday.
Absolutely loads. You can go back now and watch the whole show back if you want to. It is there on the website, so do go back and catch up. That is looking wonderful, Debbie.
Right, so can we go back to my next die, Joe? While I've been busy talking, I took the next one down. So the third die in, I actually took that one, cut 2 pieces of cardstock, say cardstock. This is some of that beautiful paper from that paper pads. Oh, have I run out of my tape again? Oh no, Debbie, you've not run out.
You can get that paper pad for free, Debbie, but in the main collection, well, you get it free in the main collection, go for the main collection, but if you want to get it individually, it's available too. A quarter of the stock's gone individually though. I don't know where it's going to sell out first actually, in the main collection or individually. Pretty much neck and neck at the moment.
I might be pinching your paper pad then, Joe, because I need some more.
Filthy paws off my paper pad.
I do, I need a little bit more, I do. Absolutely gorgeous paper pad. Now again, what I'm doing is I'm just matching all of these pads up. What you could do, Joe, is before you stick the card together, I could have put all these in on the bottom piece and then stuck the card. However, it's no hardship. All I've done is just use my guillotine or scissors just to trim that down to make that fit in. But every one of these nested pieces works beautifully. You don't get any, you've not got any fussy cutting to do. It's all perfectly measured and it just looks absolutely fabulous. Now I'm all ready, Joe. I've already got now, can you see, my card base made with all my matting and layering done with ease, not had to worry about anything. Now what I did do, and I'm not going to show you because I used the smaller ones, took a little bit of the green, took a little bit of white stamping card, popped a little paper pad on the back. I'm just going to stick the front of this to that said piece, and
wonderful.
Then we'll just pop that on.
Sophie's asking over on Facebook, will there be a show showing any of the other Totally Tiffany products from the website that are on the website on Crafters TV? There will be. There's another one on Friday. The Craft House will be welcoming Tiffany back again from Arizona. So she'll be joining us in the Craft House this Friday, 4 o'clock in the UK or 11 a.m. on the East Coast.
Oh, that's I love that idea. I can't believe she was actually, did she zoom in?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
I think she might have Skyped, but you know, I'm not one to split hairs.
Skype, Zoom, all those kind of things.
What other ones can you do? FaceTime, we're doing them all these days, aren't we?
Right, so I've popped my little stepper on there, acted as stepper. You lifted it up with some foam pads. Now I've got my easel. What do I need to do, Joe? I need to decorate it. So let's bring in some of these beautiful butterflies. And I'm going to bring in my 3D glue that I have decanted into my little tube. My chunky glue. I love my chunky glue, Joe. You know how much I love this stuff. But I'm going to shape the wings because they are nice and flat. They look lovely flat. You can keep them flat if you want. But I just want a little bit of extra dimension. Now these have all dried and they've got all the sparkle. I can really see that beautiful sparkle. I'm just going to add a few just onto the front. Let's pop. I'll have one going that way. Let's have a little look. I know where that one's going. I'm going to keep that there. I'm going to have, yeah, I think I'll have my little I talk to myself all the time, Joe. Sorry, I forget where I am sometimes. I just natter away to myself.
You're having a lovely time. That's all that matters. Stacey said I think talking about the nesting dies, she purchased all of those dies individually and paid a lot more money than they are today on the show. She says they're a really, really great buy. How did you hurt your finger, asked Donna?
Oh, bless her. On my car, would you believe?
On your what?
On my car. I've got to an age where my skin's not as thick as it used to be. And it's a bit more flimsier than normal. I'm forever stabbing myself with pokey tools.
Don't do
cutting
that,
myself
Debbie.
with pieces of cardstock. But I caught it on the car, getting some things out at Peterborough before I was about to go on air. And it just won't heal properly. So I've just got a plaster on there to cover it up. But thank you for asking. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. But yes, it's all good. All's good. All's good in Debbie's world. There we go. Now, Joe, I could add a sentiment on there. In fact, I think I am going to add a little sentiment on.
Now,
we've got some beautiful sentiments as well.
That big collection, Debbie, 30% of it has sold out and gone. Very, very busy on it. A lot of people asking about the H&M preview tomorrow. It is
exciting.
Let me work this out. 2 p.m. on the East Coast. That is beautiful, Debbie.
There you go. And that's everything made from scratch, using my own card blank, using those nesting dies, which is why, guys, honestly, seriously, the money for those dies today is amazing. And you are not going to be disappointed because there's so many things you can do with nesting dies. Don't be put off just because we say nesting dies. They are perfect for nesting, for your matting and layering. But think of all the other ways that you can use them. Every single one of those, right down to that little teeny-weeny one, you could use to make your own little cards, place names at weddings and things like that, birthday parties, those kind of things. But lots of fun ways, and I'll show you some more samples in a minute. Wonderful. Can I have a minute to reset, Joe?
You can have more than a minute. Don't you worry about that. 55.50, 85.28 if you want to get the whole collection. I'm going to take you right back through the whole collection in a moment. But before I do that, here is, of course, a reminder of how you can watch and shop at the same time. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. Oh, we're getting back to that point where I start moaning about how bad my hair looks compared to that video again. 4th of July, Debbie, you know. 4th of July, the hairdressers and the barbers. I mean, it might be a bigger celebration for you in the US, but we'll be celebrating equally hard because our barbers and hairdressers allegedly are going to open on the 4th of July. We cannot wait. Right, I want to run you back through this butterfly collection. We knew this was going to be such a busy collection, and you've got here, I've got 3 individual collections that I'm going to take you through. The other great thing to know is as well that with these collections, they're all available individually, all the elements that make up the individual collection. So this one firstly is the intricate floral border that you've got here. This is great because it tessellates. It means that you can continue this pattern along. It's really great for things like your Z-fold cards, all of your edgeable techniques you can use with this as well, which is fantastic. So you've got that one in there. You've then got this one here, which is the intricate lace frame. Again, perfect for loads of different jobs. That wonderful for scrapbooking, great for loads of different jobs. You've also then got here as well this one, which is the intricate trellis. Now, that is your first bundle. That is the die collection that you've got there. £20.22, which is a great deal. We've got double discount price. So we're going to give you 10% off. Then we thought we'd give you a little bit more off as well. So that is your die collection. The next collection we've got for you is this wonderful stamp and die collection. Now, these are gorgeous. You've got in here 2 different stamp and die collection. Now, the great thing about this is you can use the stamps on their own, they'll work beautifully. You can use the dies on their own, they'll also work beautifully. Or you can use the both together. This double discount has got even juicier because it's 20 plus 20. You've got 20% with an extra 20% as well. Now, the butterflies are great in this, but I must say I do absolutely love the roses too in here. They are beautiful. Imagine those with a little bit of heat embossing on the top of there. They're going to look beautiful. $25.58, $28.73 is your price individually there for those ones. And then the other one we have is a stamping and embossing collection. The stamps are these gorgeous sentiment stamps. Now there's lots of very, very usable elements in here, like hello, you've got cheers, celebrate there, your everything, lots of them. Very, very busy on their own individually, these ones. If you want to get them on their own individually, they are $4.99 or $6.99 if you want to get them on their own. And then what you've also got in this collection, see, for an extra like £4, you're going to get the embossing folder included as well. The embossing folder is absolutely beautiful. Also really busy individually too on that one. Now, I know a lot of you be saying, okay, but Joe, we want to get them all together. We want the whole collection. Well, when you get the whole collection, the deal gets even better, because when you get everything together, what we're going to do is we're going to give you the paper pad included, absolutely free of charge. Now you've got all your die cut elements within there, as you can see. You've then got all of your papers. Now they're double-sided. You've got borders on these. You've got some pattern backgrounds. You've got some corners, some great things to fussy cut. A great variation of colours and styles within there. Even some little butterflies in there too. You've got a bit of everything. Now in this configuration, you're saving over 35%. And over a third of the stock has gone in this collection. It is very, very, very busy on this. Also very busy for the paper pad individually. What I can see a lot of you actually are doing is ordering the whole collection and then putting another paper pad into your basket as well. If you wanted to go for the paper pad on its own, then you can. The paper pad individually is $12.99 or $19.99 if you want to get that individually. 30% of the paper pad on its own has gone too. Can I just quickly give you a reminder about those Gemini plates as well? Just because it is a great chance for you to get these all together. Of course, the Gemini plates are going to be a consumable element for you. And the other thing to note is as well, if you go for the junior plates, which is why we do more junior deals than large ones, if you do the junior ones, got the big machine, these will go sideways through your big Gemini, which is always worth noting. So you've got in here your 2 cutting plates. You've also got your metal plate. The metal plate's been improved as well. What we've done with the metal plate is we've filed down the edge of it. So if your one is sharp at the moment, it might be a great time to replace it. We've got that purple embossing shim there. You've got your magnetic, and you've got your frosted plastic cutting plate as well. All of those, £37 or $44.50. Great to get them whilst they're on the deal, where you get the carry case included within there as well. So absolutely all of that is available for you. Right, I'm going to hand you back to Debbie. Any questions you've got as well, don't forget the craft clinic is open. Any questions that you've got for Debbie, get them in and we'll pop them over. Also, maybe you've gone for this collection previously when we brought it to you. We'd love to see some of the things that you've been making with it. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you can send us those pictures, or you could just send us pictures of your animals, your pets. You know, tell us what you've been up to. Laura loves seeing pictures of all of your pets, our producer. She's like, yep, get them in. She actually saying is, why don't you flood her inbox with pictures of your pets? I think it's a great idea, don't you, Debbie?
Absolutely, I love pets. Absolutely love little doggies, I really do. Cats, anything. I love any kind of pet, to be fair, but dogs definitely are my favourite. Now, talking about favourites, embossing folders. Up there, right there with me dies as what I absolutely love. I love an embossing folder. That piece of plastic and what it can actually do when it's got all that that beautiful embossing detail. What you're going to be able to do with them is make some beautiful, beautiful cards. It turns a piece of cardstock into a thing of beauty. And depending on what you pop on it, honestly, the world's your oyster again. We've got a masterclass coming up very soon with some embossing folders, Joe, I believe. Bet, let me talk about this one here. We have got the majestic butterflies. I'm just going to hold it there for a second so you can see this. It is exquisite, and it's not just an ordinary embossing folder. Oh, no. It's a 3D embossing folder. It's made of thicker plastic because you've got 3 dimensions of embossing in here. So that's 3 layers of embossed detail. So there's sculpture in here, there's depth in here, and it really does add some honestly beautiful things. Did I show you the cards? Did I show you the cards? Let me show you the cards. Look how gorgeous this is. Oh, make something
that's
similar
divine.
to that. Absolutely. And do you know that's been embossed onto Centura Pearl and then inked around with our water reactive ink pads?
Me.
Oh, honestly, beautiful. It's an absolute gorgeous one. Taking a couple of little colours and going back to those beautiful butterflies. Look at how beautiful that looks. Absolutely gorgeous. Nesting dies in the middle, using some of the dies that you have in your collection, sentiment dies. Don't forget we've got a gorgeous set of sentiments in stamp sentiments in this collection. Look how beautiful this one is in black. Look how gorgeous that looks in black. Now, you know, all of us guys here at Crafters Companion, we love a bit of gilding wax, and that looks absolutely exquisite on there. So honestly, there's so many things that you can do with an embossing folder, it's untrue. And hopefully when we do the masterclass, I'll show you some of that. However, I'm going to show you a little one today using what we call the letterpress technique.
Oh, is that next Monday?
I believe it is, Joe. I do, but I thought they'd forgotten me because I've not heard anything from anybody, but I forgot. I have been busy. I've not checked my inbox, so I need to go and check my inbox just to make sure. But yes,
your box will be overflowing.
On Monday, Joe, me and you.
Oh, it'll be great. I can't wait.
Kickstarting the week off.
Your first masterclass.
It is. So excited.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
I'm so excited. I really am. Can't wait. So let's go back to this technique. I am going to cover this in a bit more detail as well. Now, letterpress technique is an absolutely fabulous way of you putting a bit of ink into your embossing folder and to create something really fabulous. Now, you can use water reactive ink pads. I've got my water reactive ink here, but you can also use the quick dry ones if you want non-smudging, non-smearing, because that's what that one is. I'm going to use that one. It's very juicy as well. Absolutely stays wet while it's in the folder, but the minute it contacts this card, utterly dry. It just is beautiful. So now there's a couple of ways you can do this. You could grab a brayer, Spectrum Noir. We do a nice big juicy brayer. I thought I had mine in my crafty bag, but I think I've lost it because it was at the top of there. It's just disappeared. However, I will have that ready for Monday and show you how to use it with the brayer. What I'm going to do today is just literally pop it into the folder just by literally dabbing that over. Now you can already see how much ink is going on there. This is a proper juicy ink pad, Joe.
Are you pouncing or pressing or dabbing?
I am lightly tapping.
Lightly tapping? Okay.
Yes.
There's so many words, isn't there?
There is.
The pushing of something onto something.
A swooshing technique. You can swoosh it around there. But it just, and to be fair, depending on which side you put this on would give you 2 different looks, Joe. I'm wanting to have one where I've got lots of pink in the background and then the white on the top where the embossing detail is. So for this method, I have inked up there. Let me pop my top back on there for a second. I'm using pink tulip, and I guess what I'm using again, Joe? What did she call it? Crafty staple. Crafty staple. White stamping card. I love how you say it. I
don't know if that even sounds like how in my head that's how Laura says it. I'm not even sure if it does sound like.
Right, so I've sandwiched that on there. Now what we're going to do is grab our plates. So by that, I am bringing in my 1 cutting plate. I'm going to bring in my magnetic shim. Don't forget, this is a 3D embossing folder, so the platform is completely different. So I've got my magnetic shim, and then lastly, I've got the top plate, or as our Sarah calls it, the frosty plate. It's actually the plastic shim, but that's Debbie. The only combination. What was that, Joe?
Can you demo any faster?
Why?
Are we halfway through the show? What's the time?
Nearly.
2 minutes to go until we're halfway through the show, and half of our stock has sold out and is going so fast.
Wow. Wow is all I'm going to say. Now, I'll give you a top tip when you're cleaning this. Warm soapy water is really good, or a little wipe. Don't do what Debbie did. The last time she used it, I used Sandstorm in there, and I didn't realise. Obviously, the quick dry ink is very quick when it contacts the cardstock. Look, no smearing now, but I forgot it stays wet when it's on a non-porous surface, and it was still wet. So I got Sandstorm ink all over my fingers, all over my cardstock as well. Soapy water, all a little any cleaning solution there. Now I haven't quite finished, but can you see that beautiful design? Look how gorgeous.
Sophie's asking, can you do that technique with the opaque pigment inks, or would it not work?
Well, you've read my mind. Well, I'm telling you, part of the masterclass has got a little bit of that technique on there.
The masterclass?
Absolutely, Joe. You can use your pigment inks into your embossing folders, and when you're finished, all you would do when you take it out is run your clear embossing powder over there, Joe, and you're going to get a completely different look. You're going to get that lovely, beautiful embossing detail with embossing powder. It just looks sensational. It really does. I'm hoping to get through that part on our masterclass on Monday.
Wonderful. Stacey's also asking, where can she send her pet pictures? It is studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Apparently, loads of them have been coming in already. We tend to share some of you. You got any pets, Debbie?
Well, right. So I used to have a gorgeous King Charles Cavalier. My gorgeous Millie was my little fur baby, who I had the pleasure of sharing nearly 11 years of my life with before she passed a couple of years ago.
Oh, bless.
Absolutely the most gorgeous natured dog in the world. A big softie. And do you know what I say about pets being your best friends? I could tell her anything. And she'd just give me that doe-eyed look, and that'd be me melted, and all my troubles of the day completely gone. My daughter, who lives with me, has got a mad, crazy beagle. And Bella is as nuts can be. Right. She's an absolute crazy dog. She's the total opposite of what Millie was like, but she brings me so much joy. She actually eased my heartache, would you believe? Just by having her. When Tasha does move out with Safi and Bella, I think I'll need counselling, Joe. I think I'll need some counselling.
You're going to have to get a little doggy that you can bring with you here.
Oh, I'd love it. I would love it. Can you imagine?
Something little that goes in your handbag, like a little chihuahua or something. Or like a little mini sausage dog.
Absolutely. I just love that idea. Right, now, while I was busy talking there, I don't know if you saw, but I just framed it a little bit more with some ink, some pink tulip just around the edge to frame that a little bit more and stand that out. You could take your lovely, I wish I'd got some. Have we got some here?
What are you after?
Bit of spray and sparkle. That's what I was looking for.
Oh, I think
and look at all this.
No,
I can't see any. Don't worry. That is fine, Joe. It's absolutely fine. Let me bring back in my scoring board though for a second, because I'm going to make myself far blank again, Joe.
Just to let you know that the Scoremaster Scoreboard comes with the envelope box creator as well.
Oh, fantastic.
And you get all of the details and all of your different envelope boxes that you want to make. Full instructions to make thousands of different sizes included with that.
Absolutely. And you know what, Joe? That means you can, to your heart's content, you can make as many card blanks as you want and your own envelopes. The one thing that frustrates me is that people tell you you've got to make a card that's 6x6, 5x7, 8x6 because they fit in envelopes. I don't do that. I prefer the other way, where you can fit your card of your size, of your choice, into an envelope. And that's why that envelope box and this scoreboard are a must-have. They really are. Now, I've taken a piece of cardstock. I'm just going to score, literally, the 1 before 6, just going down there, and then score that round. Fold that over, and I've got myself my perfect A5 card blank, done and dusted, one fell swoop.
Gilly, our floor manager, has let me know how many pets she has. I thought she was going to whisper it to me, but no, she had to write it down. There's so many. Are you ready for this? I don't know how she's got room to get in the house with all these pets. She's like Dr. Doolittle, isn't she?
That's what I was just
Are you ready for this? She's got 3 Westies, a Border Collie, 3 chickens, 24 ducks, 9 bunny rabbits, 3 guinea pigs, I think that is, 7 budgies, 2 cockatiels, and some koi carp. It's like a bloody farmyard round there, her house.
Bless her. She's animal mad, is our Julie. She's animal mad. She absolutely loves.
She really is.
handmade.
Ariana sent us in a picture of her cute little dog Lily Fee, so hopefully we'll see that soon as well. Keep sending your pictures in. Laura's having so much fun receiving them all. Studio at crafterscompanion.co.uk. She's just letting me know how much fun she's having going through them. It's brightening her day up. It really is. Details are there, look, along the bottom of your screen. She wants you to flood her inbox with positive pictures of your pets. That's what she's telling me.
Oh, how lovely. A feel good Wednesday. That's what we want. Our pets
we all want a feel good hump day, don't we?
A little what again?
A feel good hump day.
I still can't get used to saying that, Joe. I can't come to terms with that term. I'm sorry. I won't be using that one. Right, now I've taken some more of that gorgeous cardstock. And I say cardstock, Joe, it is from the paper pad, but it is of the most amazing quality. And also, you can stamp onto it because it's uncoated. So you could just directly take your stamps on. You can use your distressing inks around the corner, like our water reactive ink pads, to give that nice little frame around there. But what I'm actually doing here, Joe, is if I just bring this in, this is the one I did earlier, cut down to size and all ready. I'm just going to place this on to some black cardstock. I like a bit of matting and layering when it comes to it just frames your things, and it makes it look really, really nice. Let me just pop that into place. And one good thing about the all-purpose glue is exactly that. If you haven't got it on straight first time, it doesn't matter because you've got that bit of wiggle time to get it into place. So let's just pop that on. I'm going to now place, in fact, tell you what, I'm going to have a little bit of 3D Collal glue. I want to give it a little bit of a lift again. Let's pop some on there. There we go. And then a little bit in the middle. And just showing you how quick and easy this can be, Joe, just with an embossing folder. Some of those papers, do you know what I should have done? I should have gutted my paper, covering all my paper up and wasting it, sacrilege. Now, at the back of that paper pad, have we mentioned about the toppers, Joe? Let me see if I can find my paper
indeed,
pad.
They're in the back there, aren't they? All die cut. Do you want me to give you a look at them?
They are indeed. I'm just going to move this out for one side because I just want to show you. Right at the back of your paper pad. So it says 50 pieces on here because you get 48 double-sided sheets, which our Joe's already gone through. I mean, look at those colour tones. They're just exquisite. Oh,
I've just seen a picture of a cat in a dicky bow. We'll have to show them to you soon. Oh my, keep your pictures coming in.
Now these are all toppers, Joe. You can see here we've got all these beautiful toppers, from florals to butterflies to sentiments to little toppers, and there's 2 sheets full of that you're going to be able to use. I just think this is beautiful. It just adds that extra detail, and that's exactly what I've done with this one. I've just taken one tiny element out of there, popped a little paper pad, paper pad? What's a paper pad? Foam pad. Craig will be laughing his little head off. Foam pad. There we go. And I'm using as well, in the back there's the little sentiments. So even though you've got the sentiment stamps in the collection, you've got all these sentiments at the back of that paper pad too, and there's a lot of them there. So I'll pop that there going across. And then I'm just going to place on, and let me just give this little butterfly a bit of a shape. Even these butterfly toppers are in there as well, Joe. Just an exquisite collection. Worth getting the whole of it for the obvious reasons is that you're going to be able to use it in so many ways. Now look how quick and simple that was to put together using that beautiful embossing folder, and then just a couple of elements from that topper pad at the back. And hey presto, you've got a card as quick as anything, made up, done and dusted.
How beautiful is that? Right, 55.50, 85.28 gets you all 3 collections of these butterflies. It is very, very busy across for the whole collection. Remember as well, if you go for them all together, you get that beautiful pad included free of charge as well. Now, let me just whiz through the 3 different options that you've got that make up the larger collection. So, this one here is your metal die collection, 2022 or 42.84 gets these for you. And they are beautiful. They're all available individually as well. Double discount means we were going to give you 10%. We've given you a little bit more as well, which is fantastic. We've then got the stamp and die collection, which is this one just here. You've got the butterflies and you've got the beautiful roses within here. Should have been $39.96, however, $25.58 today, $28.73 if you're shopping from across the pond. 20 plus another 20% off there as well. And then we've got that stamping and embossing collection for you. This is great because it's got really versatile sentiments within those stamps for you. And let's face it, look, you could pay more than £9.70 just for an embossing folder. Here you get the embossing folder included within there as well, which is fantastic. And of course, you're going to get that paper pad. If you get them all together, you're then going to get the beautiful paper pad included as well. And that paper pad is just divine. The paper pad is available individually, but why would you pay for it individually when you can get it for free? Which is fantastic. Right, today's hero tool is our apron. We have sold thousands of these since we launched them recently. $16.99 or $21.24. It's a 15% saving. Super busy on the website for those. And a lot of you had pre-ordered those before we come live. 20% of a big stock there has gone. Remember, the deal on the hero tool only lasts for 24 hours. It's a time limited offer. So you'll need to grab that before the price goes back up. This time tomorrow. Now, the nesting dies, some of you collect these for ages to get a set as comprehensive as this. $38.18 is your price here, $49.71 if you're in the US. 30% of the stock has gone and also it's a 30 plus a 30 discount that you're looking at here. So grab those whilst we've got them. A great chance to get stocked up on those. What I'd also say about that collection is we did bring you like a 10-piece one, then it was an 8-piece one. Get it now whilst it's a 6-piece one before the collection gets any smaller. 67 pence per die or 87 cents per die if you are in the US. Now, the plate collection, so busy whenever we bring this to you. £37 or $44.50. More of you multi-ordering than not with this collection as well. In there, of course, you're going to get your 2 clear plates, your magnetic, your embossing mat. You get your frosted plastic shim and your metal shim, and you're going to get the bag that it can all go into as well. Got a great deal for you on the gilding waxes. I have a funny feeling these might be featured on Monday, Debbie. Your gilding waxes, you've got your different colours there, all on the website for you. King Gold is your favourite. 25% of the stock's gone overall here. $8.99 if you're in the UK, $12.74 if you are in the US. Right, keep getting your pet pictures in for us. I know Laura's getting so excited back there in the gallery. Hopefully we'll get to see some very, very soon. Keep sending them to us. studio@craftscompanion.com. All I can hear is her cooing and ahhing in my ear as she goes through them all. I don't think I've ever heard her this happy, you know, as she is to have all these pictures coming into her inbox. Lots of you talking about your pets in the comments. Lots of you talking about that beautiful card as well that the lovely Debbie just made. And lots of suggestions for a dog for Debbie. A Japanese chin for Debbie, apparently. They are, I have one. They are the best cuddles and easy to train. I think I've got a few of those at the moment. I think I've got a few chins. You can have one of mine. They're dead cuddly, mine, Debbie.
Hey, I'm smoothing mine off a bit here, Joe. I'm smoothing mine off a bit.
I know you are.
I'm doing really, really well at the minute. A couple of stones off a stone. Couple of pounds off a stone is what I meant to say. Right, so can we go back to this gorgeous collection just for a second, because there's so many things. I really could spend a full day demonstrating these because they're amazing. I'm going to use the Rose Bloom, which is a stamp and die set again, pretty similar, Joe, to what we had with the butterflies, only this time you can use your quick dry inks. You're going to get a quick and easy flower made in seconds, really, really quickly. And also the beautiful intricate lace frame. This is a gorgeous die. This is a big die as well, Joe. It's not a little die, it's a big die, and you're going to be able to make some amazing things with it. Obviously, first things first, with it being a frame, you could put pictures behind there. You're going to be able to use elements on here. That's exactly what I'm going to do, because I'm going to make a Z-fold card from scratch using my Scoremaster as well as the guillotine. I'm going to do all those things for you, but first things first, let's get this gorgeous frame cut out. It is exquisite. What am I doing with plates, Debbie? What are you doing with plates? I'm hiding them under here, Joe. That's what I'm doing. Let's get all my plates out. So let's pop on, and I'm not going to use the metal shim. I always prefer to start off with less pressure. So I'm just going to pop that onto some, guess what, Joe, again? I'm getting a bit boring now. White stamping card.
Oh, you love a bit.
But I'm telling you, I use it for absolutely everything. It really is one of those versatile cardstocks that you're going to use time and time and time again. Which reminds me, I'm running low, Joe. I'm running low. I need to make sure I get some
I've got a
water.
secret stash down here, you know.
Have you really?
Yeah, behind this special curtain.
I might have to come fiddling later.
Fiddling what? Behind my curtain?
Fiddling behind you later. Let me have a little route through your cupboards there. Absolutely. I am definitely gonna.
Socially distanced, of course.
I
have got some stamping cards somewhere over here. Maybe I'm sure you can nick a sheet or 3, Debbie.
A sheet or 3? Is that all I can have?
Oh, all right then, maybe 4 or 5.
Oh, it may be tight there, Joe. At least half a dozen. That's only 6, isn't it? One more.
Yeah. Oh, you're a hard negotiator, aren't you?
Me and my mathematics, we don't go well together, we don't. Now, look how gorgeous this frame is. Let's just take that out for a second. Let me bring in my dye cleaning brush. Do we have this back in stock now, Joe?
Oh, I don't. I think we do, you know. Which show did we have that on? Oh, I can't remember.
I thought we had it on last Wednesday, Joe, in the 5 in 5.
We did. That's when we had it.
Yes, I thought so.
So it must be back in stock then. In that case, pop across to the website and have a look there and you'll find it.
And look how fabulous that is. That's just me just running that across the sponge with my brush and getting out all those bits. It's left a few in there, but let me just get rid of those for a second. I'm trying to be tidy as well. Don't want Jenny shouting at me. I'll keep it clean, otherwise she'll be passing me that dustpan and brush.
It's the only thing you have kept clean today.
Boom, boom. I like that one. You got that one in there. Right, so, and there is a little release hole in the top corner, Joe, as well. So you just release that and it brings the rest of that frame away. Absolutely beautiful frame. Let me just make sure I pop out the couple that it's missed. There we go. Let's just do this bit. It's just such a gorgeous frame, Joe. I love it. I'm going to add a little bit of inky detail around edge as well, just to give it a little bit of a lift. But really beautiful. I just think a couple of little pieces. You always think you've caught everything, and then you go back and you see another piece, and then you pop it onto your card and you see another piece. Does anybody else do that? Am I not the only one? Let Joe know, because honestly, you think you've cleaned all your pieces out of your die cut and then you see another one. Little rogues they are, but let me just show you how beautiful that frame is. And this is a large frame. Look at this, it's bigger than my hand. It's absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous intricate detail all the way around. Snippability factor in there as well, Joe. It doesn't have to be a frame. Look at this middle bit. Don't throw that away. Ooh. Stamp onto it, add a little bit of extra detail, pop it back in that frame and give it a little bit of a lift.
In the big collection you've got those stamps included, haven't you? So you could easily make one of those up. Those stamps as well, I'm thinking you could sort of you could make your own sentiments up with those, couldn't you, Debbie, if you wanted to do sort of, you know, lay them up, sort of make custom ones if you wanted to. Absolutely, Joe. Now let's move on to this beautiful rose bloom. Again, really nice set here. You've got the stamps that you can use on their own, and these are the do you know we've got layering stamps in our collection? This is a set of layering stamps in this collection. So you've got your 2 details of the rose. I mean, again, a nice big rose, Joe. And then you've got the leaf detail as well. So the first one you're going to start with is the base one. So again, I'm popping that onto there. I'm going to use the quick dry ink pads again. And I'm going to stick with my pink, if you don't mind, for a second. Just because I don't have to dart out at the other end to go and grab any more colours. Just me being lazy there, Joe. But literally, all you're going to do is hold that down into place. Pop that down. And then that's the first layer stamped down, and even that looks absolutely lovely. I'm going to pop on the second one. Let's pop that back on there. The second layer detail, and this time I'm going to add the fuchsia quick dry ink pad. And Joe had a great suggestion at the start, didn't you, Joe, where you said about using pigment inks on this and getting your embossing powder over the top. You could get a shiny rose. You
can do indeed. Now I'm just layering that over the top of there and just pop that down, and then you've got that beautiful rose detail. Seconds, and look at that.
Is that your quick dry you've used there?
You want my love?
Is that your quick dry you've used there?
Quick dry ink pads, water reactive ink pads. You can use anything with the layering stamps. It's just a personal preference. I am a bit of a messy crafter, Joe, as you know.
Carol has just got some very funny looks because she's just been to the post office whilst watching and listening to Crafters TV. Did you have it on your phone or your tablet? I've got visions of Carol like in the queue at the post office just watching a tablet. That's so funny.
Is that our lovely Carol? Is it Carol Cole?
It is indeed, yes.
Bless her. Well, do you know, Carol, I do exactly the same. Sometimes when I'm busy watching, I can be going down at lift or at shops and forget my headphones, so I just walk around with it a little lower down. But I watch you guys on the move as well.
Do you?
I do, yeah. I can't
Where's
watch all of them.
Where's the funniest place you've ever watched us?
On the toilet.
Yeah.
I did. I'm sorry, but I wanted to take you into the bathroom with me. I was going to the bath, by the way, not just the toilet.
Oh, okay.
I was having you in the bath. I thought I'll watch you while I'm in the bath. That's what I was doing. So I had a little shelf to pop you on. I were nice and safe.
Nice. Did you light a candle?
Of course you've got to light a candle when you're in the bath, Joe. Of course you have. Absolutely.
Glass of wine?
No. Glass of diet. Wait a minute. Pepsi Cherry Max is what I have. That's my.
You love them, don't you?
Absolutely.
I need to remind you about these nesting dies, Debbie. A quarter of the stock of that nesting die collection has sold out and gone. It was meant to be a 30% discount. We've given you another 30% on top there as well. Very, very busy. It's double discount week, Debbie.
It's a what?
It's double discount week all week this week. Then it's straight into Christmas next week.
Wow.
2 weeks. 2 weeks of Christmas. It's going to be amazing. The 12 by 12 paper pad. I can't keep up, Debbie, with these, with how busy it is today. A third of the stock of the paper pad now has sold out and gone as well. It's getting busier and busier and busier as we move towards the end of the show. What are you going to be doing tonight, Debbie, back at the house? You've got loads of work to do. Are you just going to be chilling out this evening?
Well, I was thinking, shall I do it? But I woke up till 3 o'clock this morning doing lots of work, so I thought, no,
Debbie.
I'm not. I know. You know what I'm like, Joan. When I start getting creative, I can't stop, and I know full well I'm not the only one. I bet there's plenty of people out there that do a little bit of late night crafting. No, I'm going to have a night off tonight. I'm going to.
What have you done now?
I've just chucked me down on the floor. I'm going to come in early tomorrow and do a bit of crafting.
You go and grab that. I need to let you know that all the individuals that make up the smaller collections and then the bigger collection, everything is available individually, and everything is actually very busy right the way across the board, and all the mini collections are on double discount too, so do stock up, which is fantastic. The details of the items all available along the bottom of your screen just there.
Now, I don't know if you noticed, Joe, but I fetched my mini in because these fit perfectly through the mini. Save me having to put them all on the plates as well. But look at that. I've got my lovely rose perfectly cut out with its petal all ready to go on a card. However, I need to make my card. So, Joe, let's grab our scoreboard back in. Let me move these to one side for a second. Keep all my elements together. And let's put those florals together. Right, stamping card, scoreboard. Let's show you how quick and easy this is to make a beautiful Z-fold card. Now, I know Sarah's done loads of different cards that she's been doing lately with the scoreboards. This is one of my favourites. And again, what I'm doing is, you can see the number 6 here. I'm just going into the groove before it, just to score all the way down. A couple of nice little light scoring. What you want to do is break the fibres of your cardstock, not go straight through there. But again, just give it a nice burnish. And then I'm going to bring in my large guillotine. Oh, I love everything. I love having everything down here. It's fabulous. I want a craft room like this at home. I want this great big room all to myself.
Full of Tiffany storage?
With all my Tiffany storage, all my shelving in purple, everything to hand, all my tools down here. I just think it's amazing. All my machines, absolutely love it. Love the idea of having that. Now, I've just chopped that down to 6.5, okay? So this can be any size you want to do though. Literally, it's down to, it's down to your own personal choice. But I'm going to bring my scoreboard back in for a second, because what I want to do is give myself another score line. And this time I'm going to go, you see the 3 inches? I'm going the 1 before 3, and then what I'm going to do is fold that back on itself. Now, I could have done this before I cut it down, which is what I normally do, but Debbie being Debbie, bull in a china shop, just goes at it straight away. But that's now given me my nice fold, very quick, very simple, and very easy to do with your Score Master. But now that has created my Z fold card. Now, if you're wondering what that is, it's a fold in and it's a fold back out with that score line. You've got your 2 pieces here, and I've used that other bottom bit that was at the bottom of the card. I've done exactly the same with the score lines, and all we're going to do is have the shorter flap here the longer flaps, it's almost like twisting it around. So you've got the same folds in the same place. Let's just hold that there for a second. But what you're doing is turning that around just like that and popping that on, and that creates your Z Vogue card. And look how easy that was to do. And guess what I used again, Joe? We should have had stamping card on show today. I tell you, every time I come here, stamping card's what I always use. Now let's get this card put together. I've already taken some of the beautiful cardstock again from that paper pad. Absolutely beautiful. Chopped it up. Because it's 12 by 12, that's exactly what you can do, Joe. This all came from one sheet and I still had some plenty left. Get that there? Did you get that little reference? One sheet plenty.
One sheet.
One sheet of plenty. For all our American friends, I don't think they'll understand that little bit. It's a little bit of a nod to a TV ad that we have on here in the UK. The one sheet plenty guy. Right, so again, I'm just going to pop on all of my panels and I've just chopped them down. So if you think about my card size, this is a 6.5 base here, what I've got, and I've just chopped it down by 1/4. That's all I've done. And literally it creates the most perfect matting and layering. I've done a little bit of distressing using our water reactive inks around the edge. It gives it a nice frame without me having to add any matte or layers, Joe. So it's keeping it nice and simple, but it looks really effective, just giving it that little touch of the ink around the outside.
Anne over on YouTube saying she's very glad it's payday on Friday. That's a bit of a funny payday, isn't it, this coming Friday? What's the date?
I was just thinking the same, yeah. That's a weird payday.
I get paid on the 14th though, which is also really odd, isn't it?
The 14th?
That's my payday.
Oh, didn't know that, Joe. Didn't know that.
Oh, if you ever want anything from me, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, they're the days.
Best time to get it.
If I owe you any money, Debbie, they're the days to strike because there's no excuses on those days. 4 or 5 days after that, not a chance. I need to let you know that of the big collection, the one that's going to give you the best saving, the one that's going to give you that free 12 by 12 paper pad that Debbie's using here, 60% of the stock has now gone. I can see there's loads of you with it in your basket at the moment as well. And also remember, tens of thousands of you watch these shows back afterwards. So really, I mean, those of you that watch us live, and there are absolutely loads, it's a relatively small number compared to the amount watch us back afterwards. What I'm getting at is if you are watching this show back afterwards, then absolutely check the website for the stock situation. We haven't even been able to do the 5 in 5 today, Debbie, have we? Because we got cleared out before the show had even started. So you do need to grab what you want when we've got it in stock. That's looking gorgeous, Debbie.
Absolutely, looking beautiful already, isn't it? Just by adding those papers, absolutely beautiful. I've got my card base already. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in that frame, and like I said, Joe, all I did was add a little bit of our distress ink, and again, it's that beautiful pink tulip. Oops, guess what I did? Struck it down before I wanted to.
Oh, what you like.
Just excuse me, I'll lift that off.
A very eagle-eyed Carol Ann has said, one sheet, yes, but you watch the advert closely. At the end, he actually uses 2 sheets on his boots. That's quite funny, isn't it? Maybe it should be 2 sheets does plenty.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm just debating which way I'm going to have it that way, Joe. I'm going to have it that way. That's the way I'm going to have that. And then let me just pop that back into place. Let me make sure, because I'm in wet glue, it just gives me that manoeuvrability to get it into place. There we go. If I'm still not happy, let me just get that right. There we go.
What glue are you using here, Debbie?
So I'm using my all-purpose again, but I have been using our tape pen as well. So I've used our tape pen. But now I've got my frame on. What does it need? Needs some flowers, and I've been doing plenty of flowers here. You can see I've got loads, absolutely beautiful. But look at the gorgeous colours. Now let me grab my 3D Collal glue. Might give them a little bit of a shape as well. Let's grab my bone folder. Let's give this a nice shape. There we go.
Rowena says she gets paid weekly. Every Friday's payday. How lovely. Every single Friday. Lynn gets paid on the 14th as well. Who was it? Nicole says, I missed it. What size is the size of that card you're making there, Debbie?
Right, so it was an A4 piece of card. and I scored it, the one before 6, the one before 3 as well, so 1 before 3, 1 before 6, and then turned it and then cut it into 6. I think it was 6.5 I did it. However, you can do whatever you like when it comes to this. Do you know this band here? So if you wanted to chop it to 5, you could do. You can do whatever you want, to be fair, but this particular one is size-wise, I chopped that to 6.5. That's what I did with this one.
Fantastic.
So it gives it a nice, but again, card sizes, sometimes I don't bother with those standard, 6x6, 5x5, 5x7, all the rest of them that you've got. I like to just have a play with them, I really do, Joe. So let's pop that. Let me just lift that underneath for a second.
Do you know tomorrow, Debbie?
Yes,
have you got
my
a
love.
cat?
Have I got a what?
A cat.
Have I got a cat?
Yeah.
No.
Well, if you had a cat, it's National Hug Your Cat Day tomorrow.
It is indeed.
But is it National Hug Your Cat Day in the UK or in the US? That's a bit I don't know.
Ah, yeah, that's what we need to know, yeah.
Well, surely then that would be International Hug Your Cat Day. Well, I'm not sure.
We need to find that out, Joe. We do. We need to find out. Do our lovely American friends, do they? Do you know, we do celebrate lots of different occasions at the moment, don't we, here in the UK?
Occasions.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to add another one. Can I put that behind there? I want to add another little bit
Yeah,
of
I was about to say that my favourite one's National Pie Week.
National what week?
That's one I can definitely get involved in. National Pie Week. I can't remember when that is. I think it's been, isn't it? I think it was about March time.
I'm sure it was, because I'm sure I got asked what my favourite pie were. I'm sure it was in March, February time,
What
something
is your
like
favourite
that.
pie, incidentally?
Well, when I eat them, at the minute I'm not eating no pies, Joe. When I eat them, do you know, that's a tough one, because I'm going to get back to you on that one, because I'm not 100% sure what I could say definitely is my favourite one. What's yours, Joe?
Oh, maybe it would be like I don't know. How can I choose?
It's so difficult to choose.
A steak and ale, I think. A good old
Oh,
hearty
that's
favourite.
a good one.
Or a chicken ham and leek, maybe as well.
That's another good one. Absolutely beautiful. Now I'm just looking for a nice little sentiment to go on my front. Now then, let's have a look. In fact, I think I'm going to have one of these pop-out ones, and I'm just going to add it into the middle.
So you've got all of those pre-die cut in the back of there.
Absolutely,
is that right, Debbie?
loads to choose as well. I want a nice pink one. So we'll have a get well soon one. I like that one. That's a nice
Fabulous.
one. So we'll have that one. So I'll just pop that out. Couldn't be any simpler. And then it's even got, if you wanted to add a little bit of ribbon in this one. However, I'm just going to snip that around. We'll take my larger scissors, because I just want it to be a nice circular one. Don't forget though, we've got all those sentiments, Joe. All those sentiments. And let's put that in. There we go.
Very busy on their own, those stamps as well. You can grab those, of course, individually if you want to.
And there we go, Joe. Look how beautiful that is.
I love
and
those
again,
big
just bringing all the collection together.
I love
just showing
how
you.
big and bold those flowers are on the front of there. They're a real statement,
beautiful.
aren't they?
Absolutely
right.
beautiful.
Very busy on the main collection. As I said, over 60% of the main collection is sold out and gone. So you'll need to be quick for that. All the individuals that make up the collection are very busy as well. Oh, you ready for some pet pictures, Debbie?
Yes, please.
Look at this one. Firstly, from Tracy. Oh, look at her little doggy who's watching her do some sewing. That is just so
Oh my God,
cute.
that's so cute.
There's a cat about to jump into a hot tub that someone sent us in as well.
Well, with all this weather we've been having,
Look at that.
I don't blame him.
That is so
That's
funny.
So cute.
Is this a beagle crossed with a chihuahua, or have I made that up?
No, that looks like, do you know, it's a bit like a Pomeranian. Do you know what? It's absolutely
Is it a beagle crossed with a Pomeranian?
That's definitely not a beagle, Joe. I can 100% guarantee that's not a beagle.
But I mean, could it be crossed beagle something? This one's having a lovely time. If I was a dog, this would be me.
Oh my God, that is so cute.
There's a cat with a dicky bone as well. I mean, really, it's been really quite it's been quite the day here at Crafty. It's been quite the week. It'll be quite the month, no doubt as well. Right, don't forget as well, lots of you commenting along. We do love that, and when you send us your pictures too. Remember as well, with everything we bring you here at Crafters TV, you can still use your Club Inspired discount on top of that too. If you're new to us and you don't know what Club Inspire is, or you're not even yet a member, here's Sarah to take you through all the details.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there, of course, of Club Inspire. I really want to quickly take you through the deal again on those nesting dies. They are so busy as we move towards the end of the show. We've got here the stitch circle for you. You're going to get the torn square, you're going to get the torn oval, the scalloped oval, the torn circle, and also the scalloped circle in there as well. Now, a third of the stock of these have gone individually. 67 pence per die, 87 cents per die is what these work out to. Now, you should have had a 30% discount on these. So today, they should have been $54.55 or $71.02. However, we're going to give you an extra 30% off of the 30% we were already giving you. So that's how we've got to $38.18 or $49.71. I know, Debbie, you love these, don't you? Do you fancy showing us a few ideas of what you can do with these?
Absolutely. Now, just to show you like how nesting dies work, that's just a simple way of showing you. That's just in some black and white. How you get that perfect nested feel to it just looks absolutely fabulous. However, I did say about versatility and how these work. So I heard you mention earlier, Joe, shake a card, shake a card. Look at that. That's exactly what you can do, creating these cards. Perfect for matting and layering when it comes to alphabet dies. If you want to get those alphabet dies we've had on recently, they're fabulous to work with these. Again, look how gorgeous that is. The precision of that nesting is absolutely insane. Now, look, I don't know if you can see the closeness of this. Can you see how we've got this one? It's just been cleverly die cut in and created an inner page effect. Absolutely stunning. Again, now look at this. I think Sarah's been doing some foiling recently, and this is a perfect example of just using it in a different way. That is just using the two nested dies and snipped into. Again, really fabulous. Lots of different ways. Create your own apertures into the middle of a card, and again, this is the kind of thing you're going to get. It looks absolutely crazy. You wouldn't be able to do that with a pair of scissors, not on these shapes at all. And then a real perfect example of what your nesting looks like. That's the perfect example, just in some plain red, different tones of red cardstock, and it looks stunning. They are definitely what I call an hero tool. Definitely. You get your perfect mat and layers, precision cut, and you've got the versatility of that die to do all sorts. Remember that first card that I started with and I made my own easel card? That's what you're going to be able to create, and much more at a fantastic price that we have them on as well.
They are very busy, as we knew they would be. Right, I want to run you back through this butterfly collection again, because it's so busy for all of the individual elements that you've got within here. So what we've got firstly is that metal die collection. These are all available on their own, if you want to grab them on their own. It is a tessellating die as well, so it means that you can cut it out and you can extend this out. So if you want to do the Z-fold technique, as Debbie's shown you, but you want to do it with this die, absolutely you can do that by extending it if you want to. You've also then got here as well, let me get this the right way up, what am I like? There you go, you've got there your intricate lace frame there. And you've got, of course, this one here, which is your intricate trellis. Now, you're getting all three of those for £20.22. If you're in the US, they're £42.84. It is in the larger collection as well, which I'll tell you about in just a few minutes. And then we'll move on to the stamp and die collection. Now, you've got the beautiful butterflies. Very busy on its own individually for this one. What you've got, of course, are those 5 big butterfly dies, and then you've also got the 5 big stamps and then the 5 dies. Now, you can use the stamps or the dies individually, but when you use them together, you get a beautiful result. Now, you've got in there, not only you've got the butterflies, you've also got the roses within there too. So you can see the beautiful rose, exactly the same concept here, but just in that slightly different theme. So that is your stamp and die collection. And then finally, you've got your embossing stamping and embossing collection. What you've got here are all of your different sentiments. So you've got just a no, you've got your beautiful, sorry, smile, really versatile set of sentiments within there. 21 stamps within there. And then also you've got the embossing folder as well. Very busy on this collection on its own. All of the individuals are available. However, when you go for everything together, it actually gets even better, which is fantastic, because we're going to give you the pad free of charge included, which is brilliant. Now, if you want to go for this pad on its own, it's available individually. A lot of the stock has gone of it individually. Remember, you're getting all those lovely die cut elements within there. And then what you're getting is all of these beautiful papers. You've got some corners, you've got some borders, you can fussy cut some of this. You've got some plainer backgrounds, some more detailed floral backgrounds. There's butterfly elements within there as well. It is just a gorgeous paper pad that you've got there. On its own, it is available as well. If you want to get it on its own, individually, it is $12.99 or $19.99 if you want to get it individually. 40% of the stock has gone. However, if you're getting it as part of the main collection, 60% of the stock has sold out and gone. 55.50, 85.28. You can, of course, use your club inspired discount on that as well if you are if you have status in the club. Very busy still on the nesting dies. Don't forget about those Gemini Junior plates as well. And oh, Debbie's got the apron on as well, which is fantastic, because that is your hero tool. You love that apron, don't you, Debbie?
Do you know, because I do, well, everybody knows I do get very inky, very messy, because I'm forever playing with inks, forever playing with my sparkle inks, my sparkle pens. This is perfect because it covers absolutely everything that it needs to cover to stop me from getting any splashes on. And another great thing, I love the storage space. I don't know if you can see, but look at, oops, excuse me a minute because I've got my microphone there, but I have got a massive pocket in there that I found. A very dirty looking cloth, can I just say. Who's been at this cloth? However, it's perfect for doing all your wiping down of your stamps and all the things that you want to get all your gubbins up, so to speak. But it's not only that pocket, because look at the bottom. We've got 3 more. Let me just move that there for a second. We've got 3 more pockets, a rather large belt for girls of a curvier size, can I just say. Modelled by me with Leanne last year. But just because we want it to make sure it fits, one size fits all. It's got a lovely collar on here that you can move depending on how tall you are. So our lovely Jan, who's quite tall, it fits her because it fits. You can get it to the right size of the person that it wants to fit. Just absolutely love it. The fact that it's white clean as well is just incredible, and I love this little bit for where you can hang your cloth and swing your cloth from, although I'm not putting that mucky one on here. Right, so can we go back to this gorgeous collection?
Oh, go all the way back, Debbie, all the way.
Well, there's so many lovely things in here. I've tried to cover absolutely everything this afternoon, as much as I possibly could. So this time I'm going to use the intricate floral border, and absolutely looks incredible. This border can be used on its own. Joe already showed you that you can extend this because there's no outside cutting edge as well. Now the next next one that I'm going to use also is the intricate trellis. This comes in 3 pieces, which means you can create apertures into cards. You can create little frames if you want to do. You're going to be able to use so many things with this. And again, really beautiful detail on there is just outstanding. Now, I think what I'm going to do is show you first of all how to extend your die. So this is the die that I'm using, the intricate floral border. So what I'm going to do is I've taken a piece of cardstock and I've actually measured it to the size that I want it. Now, in terms of how big this die is, I'll just tell you. It is a good 2.5 centimetres by 5, centimetres, inches. 2.5 inches by 5.
Now, you've told us already you prefer inches, but you can work in centimetres if you want to.
I do indeed. Now, I'm going to pop this on my plate and I'm going to run that along the top, just there, at the very edge. And I'm just going to take that down, Joe. So let's take both ends down and let's run that through. I think I've got that right. Yep, let me just make sure I've got it into the right place. There we go, right on top of cardstock. Thin metal die, so everything that you normally do with your thin metal dies. Do you know what, Joe, though? Guess what it'll fit through? The mini.
Your mini?
It will fit through the mini with ease as well. You wouldn't be able to extend it, I don't think, because you'd need a longer piece of cardstock. So it'll fit on all your other die cutting machines. But it will run through your mini if you just want to create a small piece, shall we say. Now, that's done that part. Let me just bring back in my die cleaning for a second. Because then what I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm going to extend it. So I'm going to show you how to extend this. Now, let me just lift that out for a second. What that has done, let's just take that out very carefully. Not like a bull in a china shop like I normally do. And if I just pop that there, it's cut there. You can see how it's cut through. And I'm just going to, let me just run that through and get all my other bits out. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to extend it. So I'm going to put it back onto my plate for a second. Let's just clean my plate, flip and rotate. My plate is very, very straight, Joe. I'm really proud of this plate. I've been...
Is that one that's here?
That's one of mine.
Oh, it's like that.
I'm getting better.
You bring your own plates in now.
Yeah, of course. Well, you've got to bring your own things, haven't you? I've got my own crafty bag down here. That's my own Tiffany storage. Full.
You wish.
That I fetched up with me. Just saying. Now, to match this up, what you're going to do is you're going to line this die. So here you can see there's no outside cutting edge, which means you can line this up. Now, I have to, Joe, I'm going to get right technical. I'm just going to lift it up for a second, just so I can make sure I've got some fantastic lights in this craft room. Doing it by eye. By eye. I definitely sound like I'm from Yorkshire then. Why I? No, that's why I up here, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm getting wrong. I'm getting it all wrong. But I'm just lining that up to measure where that's actually going to cut. And I just want to make sure, and you can do it from the back as well. So the back of the die will give you a clear indication if you've got it in the right place. So let me just make sure that looks about right. And I'm just going to hold that down and I'm going to tape it again. Just in both sections. What did I do with my tape? Oh, it's on my hand, Joe. What you like. Right, there we go. Pop that onto there and pop that on that side. And then you're going to run that through again. And this time when I run that through, that'll cut the other end of the cardstock. And I've taken this piece to go along the full width of my A5 card, which I've got planned. I'm going to do an easel one this time, using that scoreboard again.
Carol Ann says, when social distancing is over, I think there should be a show where whoever's doing the demos should invite Joe over to try his hand at card making. I think he'd be brilliant. I think he's picked up a few tips now. I've got more than a few tips, don't you? I think I'd be up for giving it a go. What do you reckon, Debbie, when we're off social distancing? What do you say?
Do you know what? Absolutely, Joe. Definitely. That's what we need to do. We need to get you back over here and then just, let me just pop that down there for a second. Just get you over here and try a bit of card making as well. Now, Joe, let me just, I've lost my scissors again. Just give me a second while I find my scissors. I put things down on here. What am I like? Let me.
What are you like?
What am I doing with my little scissors?
Where have you put them? Do you want?
No,
I had a pair earlier. They were in my hero. They were in my earlier show. There were some scissors.
Were they?
Be able to get them. Yeah, and there were those lovely 6-inch ones as well. You know, the really nice ones. Oh, I have got some big ones back here. Do you want a pair?
I could. Do you know? I've got my big ones. It were my little snippy ones. I've
only got big ones
on here, Joe. I've had them. I don't know. How can you lose this? Does anybody else have this problem? Does anybody else?
Do what Leanne does. Just put your hands out.
Just
put your hands out. Close your eyes. and they'll come towards you apparently.
Does it?
That's it.
Does
And
that
then
work?
now have a look for them. Now you'll see it immediately. Apparently, they're in your bag just next to you. Oh, they're your big ones.
There they are. Oh, do you know, Joe, I put them in the wrong pocket. That's what it was. I put them in the wrong pocket. Now then, let me just show you. I'm just going to bring this in close so you can actually see the die cut now. And this is how you extend this die. So you can see, instead of it being, let me just how it's intended, the 3-piece. When you extend, there we go. Now I've extended it. So let me just pull that across that way. Now I've extended it to the 6 pieces, and that's how you extend that die. Absolutely fabulous. Now, going back to the other die, the intricate trellis die. This one's fabulous because it comes in 3 pieces. Do you know as well, Joe? Can I share a little tip with you? Do you know this small die? Do you know the paper pads that we have? Let me just pop that down there for a second. Debbie, what did you do with your paper pad? Come on, girl. Come on. Things can't just keep disappearing.
Do you want another one?
No, I've got one. I've got it. It's because I get messier. I start off really clean in this room. Start off really clean, and then it all goes to pot. The further the time goes on, everything gets messier and messier. Now, I know I'm not the only one because I have been watching our
Heidi's saying, Debbie, just
Yes?
an idea, maybe use the apron pockets. You can put stuff in there, you'll never lose them then.
Well, do you know what? I actually never even thought of that. Of course you can, because it's toughened as well, which means I'm not going to stab myself with anything. It's going to sit there really nicely.
Maybe don't sit down with them in there, but you know.
No, maybe not. No, maybe not. Now, can I go back to this paper pad, Joe?
Of course.
This small die, can you see these here? Let me just bring this up. They fit over there perfectly.
Oh.
So you don't have to take your little scissors. Now she's got them back in her hand. You can just use that to die cut over there. I just think ingenious Leanne and her team, they think of absolutely everything when it comes to designing the ranges. They really do. Now, I'm going to bring back in my, I'm going to bring some, will fit on this one? Oh, Debbie, I get tighter with age.
What, you lost now?
Have you got a textured cardstock over there, Joe?
Oh, I might have. I'm going to have to rummage though, Debbie.
If you could rummage, I'd like the pastel greens,
Any
the
particular
pastel
colour?
please. I'm after a green is what I'm after.
The green?
Yes, please.
Oh, there's 2 greens, Debbie.
Oh.
Do you want one of each?
It's this green I'm looking for, Joe. This
Oh, that
green,
one there,
just
yeah,
to give
no
her a little
problem.
tip. Thank you very much.
This
And
is the
it's
8x8 textured
It is from
cardstock,
the
yeah.
8x8. It is indeed. Thank you very much. Not quite the right shade, but it'll do.
Oh, do you want the other
But
one?
It'll do. Nope. It's totally fine, Joe. You stay there. I'll be absolutely fine. Now, I'm going to show you this beautiful die. The fact that you can use it in 3 ways is incredible. I've just taken a piece of white stamping card, Joe.
As my producer Laura said, beggars can't be choosers, Debbie.
Exactly. Although Debbie can't remember the size of the die and she's cut the wrong size out again. So let's pop that onto there. I'm going to place this on the top as well. And then I'm also going to place the other die and use it as all 3 in one fell swoop. Now, if you're not confident for this, what I would say is do it in sections. So cut your outer, cut your inner, and then cut your inner again, if you're not comfortable doing it in one fell swoop. Now, I can see with that camera angle, because I can't see when I'm stood here, it's not quite in the centre, so I'm just going to be able to move that. Love having the camera angle here. Absolutely
Have you noticed
brilliant.
that we've got all new cameras, Debbie?
Do you know, Joe? Oh,
You look
never-
ravishing in
Do I
4K,
look-
apparently.
In 4 what?
4K.
In 4K?
Yeah.
Oh, I quite like this. Oh, quite like this. Does it look good on the other side of the screen?
Yeah, I think you look the best you've looked in ages, according to Laura.
Do I look
Everyone's saying
flawless?
You look #flawless.
Oh, took a few years off the old wrinkles here, as it. Oh, I love it. I want these cameras all the time. I think I'm going to insist on them all the time. Are they ours to keep, Joe?
They are. They're not
That's
going
okay.
anywhere.
We're not getting them back then. That's okay. Now, it's cut my little inner part out, and what it's also done, if I just remove that for a second, it's cut this gorgeous intricate piece out as well. So I'm just going to get rid of all my little die pieces. Yep, all my die bits is what I was going to say. There we go. Let me use my poker tool again. Let's poke through all of those little bits. And then that creates the lovely intricate trellis, which I think is absolutely gorgeous in its own right. However, you don't forget you've got the outer, the inner. You could use these in lots of different ways, Joe. a lovely, I say small die, but it might be small, but it packs a punch. It's got so much detail to it. It's just beautiful and really, really lovely. I made a box with this when we did the launch back at Peterborough. Oh, absolutely beautiful. As panels on the side of a box, it looked incredible. Oh, me and my eyes. Let me just pop that in there. There we go. Now, I'm just going to pop on, bringing in now the outer part, because what I want to do is give it a pop of colour behind there. So let's just pop that on. How are we doing for time, Joe?
Got about 8 minutes left, I think.
Oh, that's okay. I can get this done.
A few more minutes here, don't you worry. Carol Ann saying, don't get distracted, Debbie. You'll lose those plates again. Although you do look amazing, she says. Sally says, Debbie, you look fabulous, doesn't she?
Oh, bless you. Oh, I won't be able to get out at the door, Joe. I won't be able to get out at the door. My head will swell. Thank you very much. Do you know what, though, Joe? To be fair, since I've started this eating plan, I just felt like a new woman for the last couple of weeks.
$1 million.
Oh, thank you. And I've still got loads to go. However, I just feel
and you got your new hair today as well, curly hair.
God, I thought, have a few curls, mix it up a little bit. I'm that warm, I was going to actually have it up. But then I changed my mind because when I got outside...
I've never seen you with your hair up, Debbie.
Have you never seen me hair up? Used to wear it up all the time when I were in store. Absolutely. I love having my hair up. There I go. Now let me just pop that on for a second. That actually now fits beautifully over the top when you can line it up properly, Debbie. When you can line it up. Come on. Talk to yourself.
Stacey says, Debbie, you always look lovely.
Oh, there's some really sweet people out there. That's fabulous. Thank you so much. Now, can you see how beautiful that looks with that pop of colour there? Absolutely beautiful. And don't forget, there's other things that you can add to it. You can add the stamps to that as well. So I've got my long piece. I've got my short piece. Just need my card. Have I got time to whip up a quick card?
I reckon so, absolutely.
Scoreboard back out. Sorry, Joe,
don't forget you're getting the scoreboard and you're getting the Envelope Creator as well together in the one package, so to say. So you get them both. And remember, you can make thousands of different envelope boxes with that as well. There was a masterclass on that not so long ago, which you'll be able to go back and watch. And also, we had our masterclasses. We've got a masterclass coming up for you on Monday, Debbie, don't we?
We have indeed. Lovely. Can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. I am. It's going to be. I'm really excited, to be fair, Joe, that they've let me loose on a masterclass or a masterclass where I come from.
I hope we behave ourselves.
You what, love?
I hope we behave ourselves.
Of course.
We'll not get another one.
We'll have no, they'll not let me back. I'm surprised after the beginning of the show they don't let me back again.
Oh, let's not get into the hump day situation again. No. You should just be glad that your hump day's not on a Wednesday. So maybe it is, who knows? You should be glad that your masterclass isn't on Wednesday, is what I was trying to say. Glad that it's a Monday one. I wonder what Monday's called then. Is there any sort of slang names for a Monday of the beginning of the week?
Manic Monday, or that a song?
Yeah.
Yeah, Manic Monday. I can't think. I'm trying to think now, Joe. I'm trying to think.
I used to take loads of Mondays off work in my old job, and they used to say that I was, they used to call me Bob Geldof because they said you hate Mondays.
Now, did you take them off by choice?
Yeah.
Or did you just used to
I
take
just
them
used
off?
to, if there was ever an option not to do a Monday, I'd always not do a Monday, basically. I just couldn't be bothered.
You see, all my days roll into one, so I never get that feeling of a Monday morning feeling, if that makes sense.
See, I never used to, but now I don't. I feel like I always work Mondays, and it's the start of a new week. So, whereas in the old job, I'd always have, my last job, I'd not work every Monday, so...
You see, this is the thing,
But now
Joe.
I just work every day, so it doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, but when you love your job, Joe, when you love your job, it really don't make a difference what day of week it is. If you love what you do,
you never do a day's work in your life, apparently.
Exactly. Now, I've just measured that to fit across there, so I've got that lovely lace border on top of me cardstock, again from that paper pad. Made myself a very quick easel card, didn't take that long to make that. I've actually put some foam pads on the back because this is going to create a stopper. So I will pop that onto there. Now I've got my little stopper on. And do you know what I'm going to do, Joe? I'm going to use some of these beautiful... And do you know what? Let me have a little feel clear what's going to take time to smell the what? I thought you said to smell the eggs. I smell the roses. I can't read. Joe, me and these glasses just don't get on.
What does it say in total? Read it to me again.
So it says take time to smell the roses.
Don't take time to smell the eggs.
Thanks a bunch. That looks nice. Do small things with
Debbie, you
great
know what?
love.
You've cracked it there.
Which one shall I go? Oh, get away with you, Joe. Get away with you. Let's just add this on. And I did have some little butterflies somewhere. However, I don't know what I've done with them. So I'm going to do that Leanne
suggests
thing.
Moan Day.
What Moan
Monday
Day?
should be called Moan Day.
Now then, I did have butterflies, Joe. Let me just have a little... Oh, here they go, here they go. Let's just add a couple of little butterflies, which, by the way, come from that pad again. But let's not forget those beautiful stamps and dies that are in this collection. Stamp out loads that'll match your colour theme. Incredible, just going to look fab. Now again, I'm just going to pop that one on there. Let's just hold that there for a second. But look how beautiful this is coming together, Joe. Again, just with a few a few elements. Wait a minute, I've got my butterfly on the wrong way. Actually, does it matter what way butterfly goes? What did I do with my little sentiments? Oops. Schmetterlings. I have got. Let me see. Oh, here we go. I found them. There we go. And I'm going to pop on here. Many happy returns, and that is going to fit perfectly in my little stepper. And there we go, a couple of elements with the paper pad. Let me just put that there. But look how beautiful that looks. Again, the colours are fabulous in that paper pad, they really are. But all this collection works together so beautifully. Honestly, I genuinely, I wouldn't want you to miss out on this collection. Don't do what I've done in the past where I've bought one and thought, I'll go back and get it when I want it, and then gone back and it's all gone. Don't let that happen. That's a great price with a fabulous paper pad thrown in for free, which is incredible value for money as it is. But everything from that collection is going to work beautifully on their own or beautifully all together. You've seen me make all these cards. Let me bring these back in and show you what we've made today. This is what we've made all together in this short space of time using that beautiful embossing folder. Again, look how beautiful that looks. We've got the gorgeous stepper card where I started. Again, I love that one. I just think it's absolutely fabulous. And then we did that lovely Z Folk card. Again, really very quick and easy using those beautiful florals, not a butterfly in sight on that one. And then lastly, that lovely easel card. Again, just showing you how phenomenal this collection really is at that great price, Joe. Price at that great price. It's crazy.
Like a prize, isn't it?
It is a prize.
Getting it at this price is a prize in itself, Debbie. It really is. Over 60% of this collection has gone. Remember, you can use your Club Inspired discount as well. When you buy it in this configuration, you're getting that 12 by 12 paper pad totally free of charge. Now, I just want to recap on still some of the great things and also break down that main collection. We're going to break it down for you. £20.22 if you want to get the die elements here, or $42.84 if you're in the US. We've then also got for you this next collection. This is the butterflies and the roses in the stamps and dies. $25.58, $28.73. The butterflies really busy individually there within that collection. There's a stamping and embossing collection for you too. This one, £9.70 or $13.71. However, the best way to get the best value is to go for the big bundle where you get that free 12 by 12 paper pad included too. Very, very busy. Over 60% of that, excuse me, has sold out and gone. The nesting dies are up next. Very busy here. It was meant to be a 30% discount, but remember it's double discount week. We've given you an extra 30% off of that. Almost half the stock, a big stock, has sold out and gone here. Cravings means, of course, your hero tool. And this week it was, of course, the apron with a discount as well. First time we've seen it with a discount. $16.99 instead of $19.99. $21.24 instead of $24.99 if you're in the US. Definitely grab that whilst it is on a great price. The Scoremaster along with the Envelobox Creator, always a hero. £18 or $23 if you want to go for that one. And also remember the Gemini Junior Complete Plate Collection. Pretty much everyone getting a couple, some of you even 3 or more of these. $37 or $44.50 gets you all of them and it gets you the bag in which you can keep them all too. Wow, what a day it's been. Hump day, achieved, Debbie. We're all the way downhill now to the weekend, which is fabulous. Debbie, are we back together tomorrow?
We are indeed, Joe. Let Me Loose with Thursday morning cartload preview and the warm-up act for our gorgeous Sarah later on in the day. But come and join us because we've got some stonkingly good deals on the show tomorrow.
We do indeed. Make sure you join us tomorrow for those. Right, until tomorrow, I bid you farewell. I hope you have a great day if you're in the US. Enjoy your evening if you're in the UK or across Europe. And we'll see you back tomorrow in the morning, 11 a.m. here in the UK, 6 a.m. on the East Coast for the amuse-bouche of the day's cartload. It was double cartload day, of course. And then tomorrow evening, over on the Crafts Companion USA page, HSM preview time. It's going to be a big day tomorrow. Take care. See you soon. Bye.